Nestled in England's glorious northwest lies the town of Accrington, home to a football legend, with its roots planted in the turf of the world's first football league. But mounting debt forced the club to hang up its professional boots mid-season in 1962. However, it remains emblazoned in the nation's memory, partly thanks to an 80s milk ad.
Accrington Stanley, who are they? Exactly.
The club's renaissance came in 2006, when they emerged from the lower league obscurity to rejoin professional football in Coca-Cola League 2.
It's an absolute farce.
Bollocks.
Spend some money on grass seeds and put the manager in the cage.
It's been a turbulent season for the smallest club, with one of the biggest names in football.
Billy Big Bollocks, eh? That lot, Billy Big Bollocks. Eh?
As Accrington Stanley's second season back in the Football League draws to a close, their position looks safe.
We're not holding the ball up, we're not defending strong enough, we're not playing the right balls. You take your fucking pick.
But the future for many of the squad is far from certain. Even with their fate dangling, end-of-term fever has spread among the players.
So I'm thinking...
Any shares, lad?
Chairman Eric Worley has his own take on how to move forward.
As a team, you know, we've done all right. I mean, people say to me, it's like we're in the conference for its third year running. You know, we're still in the Football League, which is the main aim, but, you know, we don't just want to survive and, you know, do like clubs have been in the league for 44 years in the bottom tiers of the Football League. You know, we want to progress, and we certainly won't progress with the side that we had this year.
We'll probably play our last game on Saturday, and we'll probably come in for training next week, and we won't really train, but we'll come in and, you know, the gaffer will be having his meetings with, you know, the players and telling them what his plans are for next year and whether he wants to keep them or not. It's going to be especially difficult seeing people who we really care about or will miss next year, whether they get a contact or not, and hopefully they will for the team spirit side of it, but not only that, they're good players as well, but what we've achieved this year, we want to try and step on that, so obviously the manager will be looking for probably better players, so that's the horrible side of football, I'm afraid.
For the players, it is a big time for them because half of the squad will be playing for new contracts, and you know, for them it's imperative that they put on a performance and hope the manager will fancy them for next year. 75% will realise that they're not going to get offered another contract here. By the managers leaving them out of the team, not having them sat on the bench, you know, letting them sit at stand, I'm sure that, you know, the players, there'll be one or two that won't realise that, but most of them will realise that they won't be here next year.
Football is a tough game, as the players steel themselves for the worst. Eric's concerns become fixed on the club's major sponsor, coach company Fraser Eagle. A series of phone calls have gone unanswered. Is the club itself about to be dropped? Chief Exec Rob Hayes and Eric head off to a crisis meeting.
Been trying to get hold of them for a month now and they haven't responded. You know, I mean, I find that a little bit, well, I don't know what the right word is, ignorant or what, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, they're the sponsors and we're the receivers, you know.
They've decided that they don't want to be the front of the shirts anymore, so they're just going to carry on with the naming rights. But unfortunately, it means a drastic reduction in the money that they give us, down to about 40%. So it's obviously quite a big hole in our budget and means that we have to find a shirt sponsor in the next 6 to 8 weeks.
We knew things weren't right, you know, we were expected, you know, trimming down on the sponsorship, which, you know, was acceptable because there is a credit squeeze and we accept that. But coming and saying that they've taken 60% of the sponsorship is, you know, it's just like devastated me, certainly, because at the end of the day, you know, where we're going to get that money from? We're only a small football club, we are the smallest gates in the Football League, but, you know, I reckon we've got the biggest name in, certainly in League 2, you know, which hopefully somebody will come along and sponsor us.
The search is on to plug a huge financial hole in Accy's coffers. Office please, one shirt sponsor needed with a few groats plus to spend. Groundsman Gary Lewis has been doing some searching of his own. Soul searching. As the season draws to a close, Gary has come to a big decision and handed in his notice.